So we had some massive news for XRP come out yesterday that I want to discuss with you. And I want to discuss, is it finally going to happen for the XRP community? And this news could be what changes everything. So I want to look at the macro, the news, the fundamentals, and of course my trades within XRP. And guys, please remember that nothing in my videos is financial advice. If you're new here or a returning viewer, if you could do me a favor, smash that subscribe button. As you know, I'm trying to make this channel a little bit of a different voice here in the XRP world on YouTube, where we actually take profits and make actual money. Now, I've been getting a lot of comments recently saying that I've been jumping on the bandwagon and like I'm just trying to make a best of something. This is a video from 3 years ago, and you can see my XRP right there in my portfolio. Okay, this is from 3 years ago. I've been in the market since 2017, but I've been making videos on YouTube every single day for the last 4 to 5 years. So this is not someone, me, just jumping in and trying to take advantage of the current market. I've been in this market for a long time, and I think what I've learned is valuable to people who are maybe just a little bit less inclined to the market as I am. That's all I can offer you guys, and if you appreciate that, do stick around to the end of the video. Now, with that said, let's jump straight into it. So Donald Trump says the USA is dominating in crypto, Bitcoin, etc., and we're going to keep it that way. And guys, we have, of course, rumors of lower taxes or big news around the US-based crypto. So keep this in your back pocket. I think it's going to be relatively bullish coming forward. Now, if we look at XRP trade here over on my trading account, we got 40% profit. This is the largest margin I've used in this account because I do think XRP is going to have a violent move to the upside, but we need to wait. We need to be patient. Okay, guys? We need to wait for something just like we saw last time here. Everyone was bored of XRP. They got sick and tired of it, and then they started to leave. And then guess what? We absolutely rocketed from here to here. It was 462%. If we jump over to the altcoin season index here, you can see that this was the exact point that XRP reached its first high here, and it coincided with the high of the altcoin season. Right now in this index, we are still in a Bitcoin season. So be patient, guys. Create your strategy and stick to it. Don't blindly follow me. Don't blindly follow anyone else on the internet. Research what you believe in, whether that's XRP, Bitcoin, SUI, whatever it is. Research it, understand it, and then stick to your strategy. My strategy is relatively simple. I long-term invest into things like XRP, into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, into Solana. Look at Solana, it's $30 there. Into a number, Cardano, into a number of different things, right? And then I hold those, and when the market goes into euphoria, we take profits from those in the spot market. Now, in the shorter term, we invest. Now, my strategy has changed a little bit. We invest using low leverage, and as the market rises, we take profits. Just yesterday, at all-time highs, we took profits from our Bitcoin trade, and now we wait patiently. So if you guys want to figure out something, you can trade on the spot market, the futures market, and you can even copy trade over on Blowfin. And as you know, I am testing out the copy trader Quantoshi on Blowfin myself, and this was just yesterday, guys. $200, $200, $300, $142, $149, $194. So awesome profit all in one day. I cannot guarantee this will continue. You guys need to do your own research. If you do want to check this out, the links for it are down there in the description. Now, the big news that we had yesterday, XRP ETF, futures ETF, is now live on Robinhood and a bunch of other platforms. Now, the reason why I think that this could be the start of it actually happening is this was the first step that the Bitcoin ETFs took. They had their Bitcoin futures ETF, right? So we have XRP ETFs that have been have filings with the SEC so far. We have Bitwise with $5 billion assets under management. We have Canary Capital, 21 shares with $7 billion. Wisdom Tree, 113 billion. Pro Shares, Grayscale, Coin Shares, Volatility Shares, Franklin Templeton, 1.5 trillion, Hashdex, 1 billion, and a few others here in the millions, guys. This could be the start. So we finally have this. It's been approved, and I think it's inevitable now that we do get the spot XRP ETF, which, remember, if we look at what happened to Bitcoin, yes, this kind of first move was basically bullish because of the ETF news. When it actually happened, we had a buy the rumor, sell the news event. This, I'm sure a lot of people have forgotten, but Bitcoin dropped 20% before then rallying from there to 88% higher before finding its first real big resistance. So remember, this is what will probably happen as well with XRP. That's why I have the two strategies, so I can take profits from one of them while we let the spot trade run. It's quite simple, guys, but it does take a lot of time to be able to harness your emotions and go against what the majority of people are doing using a data-driven approach. These trades were opened, all of them were opened, or Solana was opened recently in Ethereum, but XRP, Sui, and Bitcoin were all opened when this Bitcoin exchange liquidation map was the exact opposite to where it sits right now. What does this show us? This shows us that most people in the market right now are betting the price goes higher, which is long. Normally, when this happens, we get a correction in the market. If we do take a look at Bitcoin so far, we did have one correction, which ended up being a bull flag right here, but this still would have shook out a lot of people from the market, having about a 5% pullback, which did affect the altcoins in the short term. Now, if we get a pullback for Bitcoin again, now that we've reached our all-time high, which I think is incredibly likely, guys, altcoins will pull back again. Altcoins like XRP will pull back. So it's what you do in those moments that's so much more important than what you do in the moments of pure euphoria, which we've been in now for about 48 hours. Buying now is buying in euphoria and trade or trading with emotion, unless you are buying with the plan and the intent, right, to dollar cost average if we start to crash from here, to dollar cost average if we start to crash from here for XRP. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, XRP is doing nothing. Guys, it is doing something. First of all, from the lows to where it is right now, it's up 51%. From here, the low to today, it's been 46 days. So 51% in 6 weeks. That is not nothing. You guys need to understand that that is not nothing. That is the third largest cryptocurrency in the entire crypto market at $142 billion, going up 50% in six weeks. That's not nothing. If you guys think that is nothing, you're too jaded and you're too used to meme coins and utility coins. And remember, most of you, what happened when you saw 1,000% gain in a day? You probably didn't take profits, or maybe you did, but it definitely crashed after that, most likely. Okay, so remember that, guys. We don't actually want crazy volatile moves. We want slow, steady growth. That's what would be great for XRP, and that's what will actually entice more and more investors to come in. And these sorts of things, the SEC might see that and actually approve this, right? So we also have the Texas government, Governor Abbott just says he will sign the strategic Bitcoin reserve into law. I think that's pure speculation at the moment. We have another big company. This one is in China, 1,000 Bitcoin in the treasury. We have Donald Trump's crypto czar, David Sachs, saying stablecoin bill will unlock trillions, right? With a bipartisan support. And we have BlackRock buying Ethereum and BlackRock buying Bitcoin. So they're buying it for their ETFs. This is not BlackRock actually buying it. But guys, I think this is very bullish, and I think we need to take advantage. So if you want to set up yourself on a platform that has no KYC, no VPN, doesn't ask for any personal details, and you get yourself some trades like this, we have our trade open on Pi, Bitcoin, and Sui as well, doing very nicely right now. So if you want to set yourself up, potentially test out the copy trading once you've done your own research, all of the links will be down there in the description, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.